Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. This morning, to get into your energy, I did a little meditation, and it, like everybody's energy, came up with the water, some kind of water, whatever. I think that's because of this eclipse energy. But you have... Oh, yours was really cool. You were like standing, like there was a waterfall, but you were behind the waterfall on the ledge, but you were getting hit with the sheets of water were just pouring over you, and I'm like, that is so cool. And I heard cleansing, and I'm like, oh, so this new moon eclipse energy is like really the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, but it's a real cleansing and a healing kind of thing, and it was pretty awesome. I was like, that was like, I don't know, I like that one a lot. That one was so cool. Okay, so where is this happening? Oh, that's happening in your work-life balance, that eclipse energy. So cleansing and releasing the things that are not working in your life in order to bring in more balance is going to be really important for the next 6 months. That is so Aquarius. Okay, so I'm using Dr. Emoto's crystal cards. So what Dr. Emoto did, I just love his name too, Emoto, and it's all about the emotions. He took words and he put them on like containers of water, and after you let them sit for a while and allow the water to absorb the energy of the words, they took pictures of the crystals, and so some of them were like negative words, and they were they were deformed and dark and ugly crystals. They're really, you can go online and you can look them up. They're really cool looking. And then so then there were the positive words, and so this is why the words you use are so important. The words you use are so important because they create the atmosphere that you live in. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So here we have love for humanity, which that's so Aquarius to me, right? It's like, and look how pretty. I mean, just beautiful how it just like reaches out and it spreads the love outward. And so, yes, Aquarius, sometimes you don't like people very much, but you always love humanity, right? And then you have emotion. Emotion. And when water saw emotion, this was how it formed its crystal. Look how big it is, how intricate, how much there's going on there. Definite core in the center. And so emotions are a big part of us. And this one is lung. It's healing. And it also says gratitude. Aquarius, you're an air sign. If you are a smoker, or if you ever were a smoker, use the energy of this eclipse. Did you see the puppy walking around? Use the energy of this eclipse to ask for healing of your lungs. That's what I'm getting from this. Like the opportunity is there to have a little extra help triggering the DNA of your body to do its own healing. Okay, yeah. So ask for help. Ask your body to help heal itself because it's in the DNA. And so the body is waiting for instructions from you. And so using your words, which you're really good at, using positive words, start encouraging your body now to start healing things. Even if you don't know if there's a problem, now is a good time. That's what I'm getting from that. All right, so I'm going to do the 9-card spread for the eclipse, and then we'll move into the week. It's a busy, long reading, so, but I didn't want to not do them. I've been moving, and so I'm dog sitting and moving, and I'm super busy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to miss this energy. It's so important. Okay, so if you've never seen this, the center card is the center 3 cards are the key to the situation, and then the other cards are, I break it out by thoughts, feelings, and action, past, present, and future. Can't change the past. It's already happened, but you can learn lessons from it. You can apply it to your current situation because you are a co-creator of your life, and so by applying the lessons, you can influence what's going to happen for your future. And so you have a lot of kings showing up. And so what I'm getting from that, like the cards are flipping up, I try not to do that, but what I get from that is there's a real maturity going on with you. There's this need for healing for your physical body, and but I feel like emotionally you are like hitting your stride on a maturity level to have this many kings show up, and they were in the upright. So the overall energy here we go, is the King of Keys, and this is very successful in business and in creation. Like, they know they can manifest. And we have this bolt of lightning. And so I feel like you suddenly got hit by an idea out of the blue. It kind of felt like it was out of the blue. Oh, I don't know where to put these cards because there's so many of the other ones. So you kind of got hit out of the blue with this really great idea that's an opportunity, and you know you can manifest. You know you can. Like, you are aware of your ability to manifest. There is a maturity in these cards that I was picking up. And so I feel like these next 6 months can be very successful for you. You have a lot of opportunity for success here. So let's just see what's at the center, because all right, so we have the Akashic Records. This is your past lives. Everything that has ever happened in your past life, anything that's happened in this life, it's all kept on record. And you can tap into that if you have enough practice. You can also have someone tap into it for you, because that's what I have to do. I haven't had time to really practice and learn. It's a skill. It's not like the special gift only given to some people. Everyone can do it. It's a skill, but it requires effort and practice. And so I used Light Worker, and I really have found that she doesn't know I'm saying these things about her, but I found it's a year later, and I find that she was accurate on a lot of things. I was kind of waiting to see. So you're waiting for information to come in because you're trying to formulate a plan. You're trying to get information so you can make a plan to move something forward that has to do with your heart. And actually, this was in the reverse, and I kind of feel like maybe this is one of those times when you're like, in matters of the heart, you're going to let the heart lead the way, and you're going to be using your intuition from the Akashic Records to help you figure out what you need. So maybe, because the Winged Messenger was also in the reverse, and so it almost feel like it's sort of like, I don't need information from other people. I don't need to overthink this. I need to see what I actually believe in my heart of hearts is the thing to do. And that's very mature. So, in the recent past, here you are. This is the Oracle of Delphi. You are getting information from your spirit guides. You're discovering what you need to know. You're feeling a little unsure currently about this path that you have to take. I think that's why you're like, I need to tap into my Akashic Records. I need to tap into my heart space. What is it I want to do? Like, I'm sure you can figure out using strategy which way to go with enough information. But maybe, just maybe, this is one of those times when you got to say to yourself, but how do I feel about this? What do I really want? And this is the Ark of the Covenant. You will be making a commitment to something or someone. If there's a legal matter at hand, make sure with Mercury in retrograde that you are just double checking it. You know, make sure everything says what you think it says, what you want it to say. Make sure that there is no detail you're unclear about. Don't sign anything that you aren't 100% sure of all the finer details of it. But this, the Ark of the Covenant, this is a commitment to yourself. This is a commitment to someone else. This is a commitment to a job or a person. But we're dealing with your house of romance, your work-life balance, your partnerships and transformation. And so this really feels like with a person. It really does. In the recent past, you were feeling like your wishes just weren't coming true. Like, there are things I want, and I just can't seem to manifest them. Oh, but look at this. In the future, you have the Akashic field. So yes, you are going to know. You are going to be able to tap into the library. You are going to know, and you're going to have, it's one of force. So this is whether or not you are completely aware of where, you know, like, okay, so you don't know what all your past lives were. Who does? But the information is going to come to you in your heart space. And that's going to fuel your energizing you, and you're going to be like, I have the power to manifest and create my life the way I want so that it looks like rainbows in my heart, right? So that's beautiful. In the recent past, here you were, thinking, the King of Scrolls. I'm thinking, I'm measuring, I'm calculating, I'm trying to figure out. And this spire right here is pointing to this, I'm trying to figure out why I cannot seem to have my wish fulfilled. I can't ever seem to find the happiness that I really want. And so this is something you were actively thinking about. In the action, we have thought. Which doesn't surprise me a lot because it's Aquarius. Your air signs, you spend a lot of time thinking, but look at this. Now you're moving into, out of the king of thoughts into the king of emotions, the king of roses. And look at all that wonderful energy, and it's action oriented. And so I think that you have finally figured out that when you are making a decision, that you should invite your heart into the decision making process. Oh, okay. So we have the Queen of Forces, and she came out in the reverse, which I'm not really understanding that based on the rest of this, unless she represents a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries that you are having some problems with. But I never feel like that when I'm doing these readings. So I'm thinking that what you're building is going to, because you have the architecture here. And so he is building and he is creating. And he is pointing to the future. See that? He's pointing to the future. And so I think the reason that she is in reverse is because I think it's going to take a while. I think that whatever you're trying to create is going to take a little while to create and stabilize this whole commitment process. I think that there is a time factor here. And so eclipse energy rolls out for 6 months to 18 months. So start now, begin now, follow your heart, and start building. I mean, look at that. You don't build the pyramid in a day. And so I think there's a little delay. That's what that feels like. Let's get a little guidance up here on how to help your thought process along. I have so many cards on the table. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's late. I've had a busy day of moving things, and my arthritis is really kicking up, and I'm having trouble shuffling the cards. Okay, all three of those. You have Ant Spirit, time to collaborate, which is great in any kind of a partnership situation. You have Owl Spirit. You can see clearly now. That's that Oracle of Delphi. That's all that information coming into you. So yes, you're a little confused here, but I think you can see clearly now by using your heart. And you have the Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. Well, yay, because we're dealing with your house of fun and romance, and this eclipse energy happens in your house of work-life balance, right? And so remember to have some fun, to collaborate, and to listen to your heart, because that's where I think you're going to see what you need to see to figure out what it is you need to do. Let's get a little guidance for that heart situation. Set your sights higher. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. So what does your heart really want? Not what is good on paper, not what seems like a good idea. You know, this works out because of this, that, or the other thing. But what does your heart want? Let your heart weigh in. Set your standards higher. You deserve all the good things in life, just like everyone does. So, but people will treat you the way you let them. So teach people how to treat you. Set your standards higher. Expect more, and you have reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. What I get out of this, we're talking about collaboration. We're talking about setting your standards higher. And I think this reflect card is basically saying people are going to treat you the way you let them. People mirror back to us who we are. So when you raise your vibration by speaking kindly about yourself, really important. Counting your blessings, showing the gratitude in your life. So when you do your new moon intentions, write down what you'd like to create, what you'd like to bring in. That's really important. But equally, if not more important, is to turn the piece of paper over and write down what you're grateful for. Because when you start looking at this long list of things that are really good in your life, these gifts, then you realize how abundant you really are. And it raises your vibration. And when your vibration is raised, it attracts in more stuff. And the universe goes, yep, they get it. Yep. They don't do it like they're measuring like you finally figured it out, but it's like, it's a vibrational match. Oh man, I left some cards behind. Let's see what we have here. Okay, yes. So, vibrational match is so important. Your overall energy for the week coming up, you have these two not great cards. You have a lot of sleepless nights going on. You have a lot of, I am afraid that I am not abundant. That is not cool. But then you have this guy. I am abundant. I am the manifester. I am the King of Pentacles. I am pouring seeds of intention out of one hand, and I am reaping the reward in the amount of the coins in the other hand. And so here we go. This is your opportunity to create the whole package of abundance for yourself. Set your intentions. Set your intentions. You've got this. But worrying and hanging on, as if you hang on tightly, you've got your fists closed, then your hands are not open to receive from the universe. So if what you want is more money, then give some money away. If what you want is more time, then donate your time and go help somebody. If what you want, you know, whatever it is that you want, give it away so that you are changing the energy and allowing more to come in. and you have to be fair. All right. So Sunday, when that moon is in Gemini, it's in your house of fun and romance and creativity. And this is reminding you to keep everything in balance and to be fair. We have chaos and conflict, which tells me divorce could be going on. You're dealing with that. Moving could be happening. This one card looks to me like the Justice card. That's why I say divorce. But it could be like moving or job changing. There's shifting going on. Maybe the kids came home for the summer and there's just chaos and conflict going on. Everybody gets back in the house and all of a sudden they're 12 again. It's like, oh my gosh, just stop it already. You know what I'm saying? So then you're like stuck in the middle going, they're like, oh, so-and-so did such and such. And you're like, oh, for goodness sakes, don't make me play the judge. You can have what you want, but there's this reflection card here. And so when I look at this to be fair thing, how you're treating other people is how you're going to be treated back. So the chaos and the conflict, maybe it's happening at work and there's people giving you a hard time and they're being slimy with you. If you are slimy with them, it's going to be reflected back to you. I feel like this reflection card has everything to do with this. There's chaos and conflict around you of some sort in some form. I'm sure you're aware of it because we've got this Nine of Swords that can't sleep at night thing going on. Choose a positive attitude. Choose to be altruistic. Choose to do the right thing. Choose to be the King of Pentacles. If you act like this Four of Pentacles guy, afraid of losing what you have, you can't gain anymore. If you're like, look at him, he's just pouring it out. He's giving it away and it's coming back to him. That is how you manifest. That is how you create. By giving away. How you give away your attitude and your words and your behaviors, that's what you're going to manifest. So be careful of that. So the moon is going to move into Cancer on Monday at 9:24 p.m. So really it's Tuesday and Wednesday with that eclipse at 3:16 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the U.S. And it's at 16 degrees and 38 minutes of Cancer. So, if you have any planets in your charts or nodes that are at around the 16 or 17 degrees, that's going to create an aspect. They can go out a couple, like, 14 to 18 or something like that. But it's going to create an aspect. You're going to feel the energy of this eclipse a little more strongly in those situations and under those conditions. So it's just something to pay attention. It's an opportunity though. So realize that you can really step forward and create what you want. You have all the power. You have the power. You are the architect of your life. You can do this. You can be this King of Pentacles, but not if you are letting yourself wallow in negative energy. Please do not do that. But the gift that you give yourself with this eclipse is that you choose to be altruistic, that you choose to give away that which you want more of, that you learn how to speak in a way that's kind not only to you, especially to you, I almost want to say, and also to other people, so that you can create the good energy crystals in your life that feeds your body, right? Not the negative ones. It's going to raise your vibration and it's going to bring in things of equal match. So if it's negative energy you're putting out there, you're going to bring in some low vibrational stuff. So you have reawaken. I almost feel like Spirit's shaking you awake. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. You have sensitivity. And if you put them together, it's like reawaken to the sensitivity. Reawaken to your conversations with Spirit. Open up your third eye chakra. Spend some time with your birthstone, which is an amethyst, on your third eye chakra. And try to use it to open up the lines of communication a little more. Because in the past, we had the Oracle of Delphi, but we don't have it in the future. And what we do have is you need to get into your Akashic record so you can make this choice, this decision. And you're right now, there's an opportunity to reawaken your sensitivity so you can get more information. So, and you're like, well, I never could do that. Well, you did before, and then you went through this amnesia thing when you were born. But you're totally, your higher self is very aware of the whole picture here. And you have power. You have power. Step into your power. Accept your situation for what it is. Allow for the growth to happen. That moon in Leo is powerful. That is going to be your Thursday, Friday energy. Is power, self-empowerment. And then over the weekend we have self-love and nourishing. And the moon is in Virgo. And now we're talking your 7th house with the power into your 8th house of transformation, of self-love. And so yes, stand up for yourself. Believe in yourself and nurture yourself and love yourself. People are going to reflect back to you the way you treat yourself. So treat yourself the way you want to be treated. And we have peer pressure. Okay, so there's a situation where what is best for you is not what somebody else thinks is best for you. And you're undergoing a lot of pressure. No wonder you're so indecisive. You're trying to collaborate. It's hard to see clearly when someone's like pushing their agenda on you. No wonder you're having sleepless nights. So don't let others coerce you into a decision you know in your heart is not the right one. Remember all the way back here, let's dig back to the beginning. You know in your heart that the decision needs to be made with your heart, not by using the chess pieces, not by information you get from other people. It needs to happen from your heart. Choose to follow your heart in this decision making. Don't let other people dictate to you. So I'm looking for here a gemstone that you can maybe pick up at a store or something to help you with this eclipse energy to magnify it and make it the best possible. And I don't know if you'll be able to easily pick either of these up, but I love this. I didn't even know this was in here. You have peacock copper. I confidently show my true colors to others. I am fabulous, right? It's that self-care, that self-love, that I am abundant. I can do it. I am good enough. Don't tell me, don't pressure me into trying to do something that's not good for me. I know what's good for me. And you have tiger iron. I am grateful. The gratitude list thing again, right? I am grateful for other people's good fortune. It brings me joy to see others experience happiness. Oh, don't be envious of other people. They're not any better at manifesting than you are. They're just doing it. So you can do it too. You can do it too. You can manifest what you want. It's your positive energy. It's your positive attitude. That's where you start. So self-confidence, self-awareness, give away that which you want to have more of so that you can create energetic space for it to come in. All right, well, this looks like a very exciting eclipse season for you. It's 6 to 18 months of energy here. So it's really important. Write down what you want. Write down your gratitude list. Burn it, turn it over to spirit, and then act in a fair way to everyone and treat yourself with that kind of dignity and respect as well. All right, we'll talk soon. You take care.